Hey everybody, it's Professor Bell. I'm just here to give you a tour of our Canvas site and the most important features of it. So first I'm going to click on the Start Here page on our home page. And here you can find a link directly to our syllabus. And then underneath of that, you can find access about our academic honesty and integrity expectations. And then below that, access to our online homework, which is through the Alex system. And these are an instructional video that I created for using this link over on the left-hand navigation side for you to get into our Alex online homework starting on Saturday, the 26th. And then below, a link to modules, which is where you'll find all of the class content. Before we go and look at modules, I'm going to go ahead and click back to home because I want to show you how you can access the tutoring and other help before we leave the home page. So student office hours and tutoring, that's where you can find me or other resources to help you. I know it just says Monday, Tuesday, sorry, let's just say Monday through Thursday that I'm available, but if none of these hours work for you, you can send me a message and we can work outside of these hours to find time to work together. I am here raising my nephews, so sometimes there's like sports in the evening that I have to work around, so I can't be as consistent as I'd like in the evening, but I am sometimes available to help during those hours as well. You can find me every week on Monday and Wednesday in my office on campus between 12:30 and 1:30, or you can find me on Zoom on Tuesdays and Thursdays between 11 and 12:30. And if you scroll down, you can also find additional resources like the Math Center, which is tutors that are students and math faculty, and then the Learning Assistance Center, which are additional free resources over in the RCF building in sort of the main campus area. Okay, so instead of clicking back to home, which is where I found this particular link to give information, I'm actually going to immediately click on modules so you can see where the course material is located. So let's take a look at modules. In the introduction module, you will see that there are a few assignments here as well as some resources. So let's actually talk through the assignments first. The first assignment, which is now highlighted in blue, is the homework submission practice. I will be asking for you to submit some assignments on paper throughout the semester. And this is just to see if our technologies are working well together and you're able to easily submit something that's handwritten to me electronically. Additionally, it also teaches me a little bit about you, and it gives me a little bit of information that I might need later just so that I have it in my resources, like your major and all that good stuff. The second assignment is now highlighted in blue, introduce yourself. Since this is an online class, I thought it might be nice for us to make introduction videos so that we know who we're working with this semester and who we might be able to use as a resource. Some of you may have the same major and some of you may have really similar interests. So I wanted you to introduce yourselves to one another with the possibility of maybe forming a study group or something like that in the future. Let's talk resources. This first page you can click on, it just kind of introduces you to everything in the learning modules. But this third option, Alex resources, that will actually take you to the same video that I showed you on the Start Here page. It's just helping you log into Alex for the first time. Underneath of that, at the very bottom, student packets and other resources. I'm actually going to click here because I want to show you that I've actually provided you with a blank resource as well as solutions. So I would typically bring this packet with me if I were teaching a face-to-face class. And I just think the more examples and answers that you have at your disposal, the better. So what you see here is a student packet as well as the solutions. And in each section of the chapters, you will see that I direct you to that chapter in the student packet for additional help. Okay, so that you have extra examples if you want that. It's not a requirement. I'm not collecting it for a grade. You can see I've also included the solution so that you can help yourself along the way. And then I've also included my notes, which are very basic notes. They don't include a lot of additional stuff, but it's a starting point if you want to take a look at what I would bring to class for a face-to-face class. Let's head back to modules. The next thing I want to show you is in chapter 1. So let's go ahead and click, is in unit 1. So let's go ahead and click chapter 1 because it tells me about everything that's inside that chapter. And below it are all of the assignments that are linked to that chapter as well. So it's nicely organized for you, and the due dates you can see are below them. Let's click chapter 1 and see how I organize the page, just so we're all looking at this the same way. So first, I tell you how many hours I think it's going to take you to complete each one of the chapters. I don't know that this is certain, but it's an estimate based on how many videos that we have and the online homework that we have for that unit. If you keep scrolling, you can see that there are videos and examples within the videos for each section in the text. Then below that, there's a link to the student packets page and telling you to go find the chapter 1 examples and the solutions if you want extra practice. Finally, below that, if you don't want to watch the videos, though I highly recommend them, you could walk through the PowerPoints from the textbook as well. And then, as you can see below that, I've mentioned that we have our ALEX assignments that are from chapter 1, and those are back in modules. They look like 1.1, 1.2, etc. And then also THQ, which stands for Take Home Quiz number 1. And these are the written assignments that I will collect from everybody. I want to say once a week, but I give you a lot of time to work on the very first one because it's our very first written assignment. And then I kind of go a little faster through the due dates later. So I'm going to say once a week with the ability to change that if we need to get something in a little bit sooner. Okay. And then below, I also have a unit 1 question and answer discussion board and a link directly back to where my office hours and tutoring resources are. Every chapter page is organized the exact same way. Videos, a link to the problems and packets, PowerPoints, links to your assignments, and then links to help, just so that you can always expect the same thing whenever you go to look at a new chapter. So just one more time, back to modules, and I'm going to scroll for you to see unit 1. So I just want to give you an idea. I'm not going to click on everything, but I want to show you unit 1 covers chapters 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we will take our unit 1 exam, which will cover all 4 of those chapters. Much more information about testing and how we will do that before that happens. But you can see that I've put the exam around the 27th, 28th. That's my plan for this month. Okay. Again, more details to come. That's September 27th, 28th, not August. It's not in 2 days. Okay. Thank you for joining me for the tour of Canvas. And hopefully I've taught you a little bit of something, and I look forward to meeting you and working with you this semester.